What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Khvliq, and this is Produced by Khvliq. Today, I present to you a new series that I'm entitling Analyzing Trap. And what I'm going to be doing is going throughout history and identifying different, genres or phases of trap music, and basically explaining them to you, as well as showing you the music theory behind them, the sounds that were used in that genre, and a whole bunch of other things. If you like this type of content and you want more of this type of content, then make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, comment, tell me what type of trap music you would like to see done next. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Wise man once said, please pardon me, I'm sorry I'm so sparkly. And I'm not gonna lie, that was simultaneously the worst and best line I have ever heard in my entire life. This is a line that is so simplistic yet paints such a vivid and colorful picture that it just blew my young mind away when I first heard it back in like the early 2000s or maybe the 2010s. I don't remember when it came out. I'll probably put it on the screen. But the picture that this story told was ridiculous, and especially in such a almost toddlerish nursery rhyme way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry that I'm so rich that I purchased rocks that make it slightly inconvenient for you to look at me, you poor ass peasant. And all of this was said within a couple of words. These lyrics, as well as a bunch of other gems, were part of a song called Excuse Me, which was performed by the artist Gucci Mane, or Gucci Mane, as the white people say. But it was this song, along with all the other songs that were, coming out in that generation, that really made me fall in love with trap music. You know what I mean? Like, I already loved hip hop. Two of my favorite albums of all time, even to this day, are Get Rich or Die Trying and Aquemini. You know what I mean? But I already loved hip hop, but this was something different. This was an iteration of hip hop that didn't need the extravagant storytelling and the fancy metaphors and all of this other shit. It was strictly to the point. I'm getting money, I drive fast cars, I shoot niggas, and I fuck bitches. And honestly, what else do you need to know about a nigga? You know what I'm saying? But it was this simplicity that created an almost raw and visceral feeling that I fell in love with immediately. So what did I do? I downloaded FL Studio. Back in the day, it was called Fruity Loops. That's how old I am. And if you don't believe me, I know some of you younger producers don't believe me, go look it up. It was literally called Fruity Loops back in the day. But while Fruity Loops was making its transition from a baby to a grown-ass doll, I was making trap beats. And it's always had a soft spot in my heart, and I've always done it. So today, and within this series, I'm going to show you not all of my knowledge, but my knowledge on trap music. So today, our first entry into the Analyzing Trap series is none other than the producer of one of my favorite songs, Mr. Zaytoven himself.
I'm sorry, I'm so sparkling. I don't say this normally, but please excuse my ornament. Excuse me, please let me brush my jewelry. Gucci man ain't iced out, you must be kidding me.
Now, I put together this little beat Don't pay attention to the beat itself. What I want you to pay attention to is the techniques used in this beat. When I make YouTube videos, I specifically like to stick to sounds that are either free or stock plugins, just so, you know, beginners could follow along and whatnot. And also because I'm poor. And if we're going to keep it 1,000 wild funky, I don't have $500 to go and buy the next hottest plugin every 6 months. Shit's fucking stupid. Pissing me off. Anyway, here's the beat. And boom, that's pretty much it. Pretty simple. A lot of beats, especially back in the early 2000s, you know, when Gucci Mane was really thumping out like a fucking mixtape a month. I don't know why that made me so angry. Like, how dare you work hard? But no, a lot of the beats was really simplistic. Just like an organ, some keys, and maybe some background ear candy, and like a really hard hitting kick or 808. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna break this down real quick. Let's start with this chord progression. It's just a piano that I use from Flex, grand piano, nothing fancy. This progression right here is called a 1/4. If I wanted to build it from scratch, we would do this. So this song is in the key of C sharp. In order to make a 1/4 progression, you start at C sharp. Well, the root note here is C sharp. So you start at the root note, and then you count the highlighted notes up to whatever chord that you want. Say you wanted the 5th, you would count up to 5. You want the 4th, like in this instance, you would count up to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. All you do from there is make your chords. We skip one highlighted note, hit the next one. Skip one highlighted note, hit the next one. Same with this one. Skip one, hit the next one. Skip one, hit the next one. This is a 1/4 measure, and this is what this sounds like. This right here is a very popular chord progression in trap music and just hip hop in general. I don't know why, it just sounds fucking good. What I'm about to do next is a thing that we call voicing. In layman's term, voicing is taking either a piece or an entirety of a chord and moving it either an octave up or an octave down so that it blends smoothly or more smooth with the chord in front of it or behind it, right? So what I'm gonna do is take this note up here, bring it down an octave. Now this is what it sounds like. That way the two don't sound too far apart. They don't sound too spread out. You get what I'm saying? What I did next, all I did next is just add some bass notes down at the bottom, and boom, that's my 1/4 chord progression. What I did next is I took that and I literally just copied and pasted it onto this sound right here that I found in Vital. Now, Vital isn't a stock plugin, but it is a free plugin. If you don't have it, I really suggest that you download it. What I did is I designed my own sound. I call it the Whirly Dirly. I don't remember why I called it that. Probably something to do with Rick and Morty. I don't fucking know. But I designed my own sound and I basically just copied the chord progression from the keys and put it here. You know, just to give it like a little background ambiance, fill the beat out a little more. Nothing too special. The next part I did was the keys, but we're gonna skip those for now. because that's the whole meat and potatoes of a Beethoven type beat, and I wouldn't be able to explain that in its fullness at the end. So the next sound that we used is an organ. Well, this organ type thing, I don't remember where I got this from. Hold on, let's see. Oh, it's Flex. It was another Flex instrument. Granted, it doesn't hold a candle to the real Beethoven organ, but I'm working with what I got. Give me some fucking slack. Cut me some fucking slack. You know, cut me some, come on. Benny Breadsticks over there isn't giving me any shit. Anyway, I don't know what that was. But yeah, I used this organ and I made like this little, I guess, hit with it. Or I guess stab, I should say. And boom, after that, all that was left was the drums. I actually had a Beethoven drum kit just laying around. So I just used that. So now we get to the fancy part, which is the keys or the piano. Now this right here is what makes Beethoven's signature sound. If you can't get the piano right, then you can't Beethoven right, because that's a full sentence. I'm fucking tired. Making a piano melody in the style of Beethoven is way easier than you think it is. It just takes one simple trick. And I'm gonna show you that trick right now. What you wanna do is come up here, go to view, you know, like you're about to set up your scale. All you wanna do is change this minor natural to other blues. That's it. And then just stay inside the lines. This right here, the blues scale, is what gives songs like that churchy feel, so to speak. It gives organs and pianos a kind of preacher-ish feel. We've all seen videos where they explain, you know, the tension between two notes being next to each other. This scale has 3 notes next to each other, you know? And if you center your entire pattern around those 3 notes and make those like the main centerpiece, there you go, you got it. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. That's the entire secret to making Beethoven type pianos. Let's listen to this and you'll kind of see what I'm saying. You see that piece right there? That's what I'm talking about. That it kind of like smooth transition ride that kind of, you know, descends, or sometimes it may ascend. You know what I mean? It's those notes right there that really give it, like I said, that churchy vibe, and that really defines the Beethoven sound. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, everything after that is just sound selection. Like I said, I used free and cheap sounds. But I know Beethoven he released his own VST that has all of his signature sounds. I'm gonna try to put it on the screen. I would have gotten that for you guys, but it costs $88 fucking dollars. So, but on a more serious side, like I said, the rest of it is just sound selection. He uses certain chants and, you know, like glides that you'll only hear in his type of beats. Why did I stumble through that sentence?
Today, Junior?
You know, there's certain perks that we attribute to Beethoven that he basically, I'm not gonna say he started, but he popularized. And it's just, the rest of it you gotta do on your own. I can't give you everything. You know, what I can give you is a building block foundation and allow you to be as creative as you can be. Like, don't just fuck around and just bite the nigga style. Go ahead and use that knowledge to build something even bigger, something more personalized to you. But With that being said, my name is Khvliq. This is produced by Khvliq. If you like the video, then like the video. Like I said, comment who I should do next. And with that, have a good night and Merry Christmas.
Damn, Khvliq at it again.